Welcome to the Explainer. You've seen all these incredible AI images popping up everywhere, right? Well, have you ever wondered if you could actually turn them into a real business? Into actual cash? Today, we're going to break down a creator's blueprint that claims to show you exactly how to do that. Let's dive right in. So, right out of the gate, the source material we're looking at makes a pretty bold claim, the potential to make $500 a day. And that's a serious number. So the obvious question is, how? How is that even possible? Let's unpack the exact process they're laying out. The creator behind this whole idea, from the YouTube channel Technical Bees, basically says this entire thing can be boiled down to a really simple four-part plan. It's set up to be a clear, step-by-step framework that pretty much anyone could follow. And here it is. This is the roadmap. These are the four core stages that, according to the source, will take you from just an idea, a digital spark, all the way to a physical product showing up on a customer's doorstep. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Phase 1. This is all about creation and presentation. And that second part is key, because it's not enough to just make the art. You have to make it look like something someone would be excited to hang up on their wall. So, no big surprise, it all starts with actually creating the art. Step 1 is all about firing up an AI image generator and coming up with those unique pieces that are going to be your actual products. And they're not vague about it either. The source video specifically mentions using a tool like Leonardo AI for this stage. They're basically pointing to it as a great option for generating really high-quality, sellable images. Okay, now this is a step that I think a lot of people might just skip over, but it's absolutely crucial. You see, you're not just selling a JPG file. You're selling the vibe of the image. You're selling an aesthetic for somebody's living room or office. And this comparison just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got a file. It's cool that it's just a file. On the right, you've got a product. Putting it in a mockup like this helps a buyer immediately picture that art on their wall. That connection, that's what gets people to buy. So you've got your art and you've made it look amazing. Now what? Let's move into phase 2, sales and fulfillment. This is where your digital concept turns into a real-world business that ships physical things. Okay, you've got your amazing art and that killer showcase image. You need a place to sell it, right? You need a digital storefront. So this step is all about getting your product listed on an e-commerce marketplace so that customers can actually find it and, click add to cart. And here we are, the final and maybe most important physical step. An order comes in, that digital file has to get printed beautifully, packaged safely, and shipped out to your customer. This is the whole logistical backbone of the operation. And you really can't underestimate this part. I mean, you have to find a printing partner you trust, pick the right kind of canvas or paper so it looks and feels premium, and make sure the packaging is strong enough to survive a trip across the country. Every single one of these details totally matters. Okay, let's step back and look at the big picture. We've walked through the 4 steps, so what's the real takeaway from this entire business blueprint? What's the core idea? What it really boils down to is this. This model doesn't just make you an artist, it makes you a curator. You're the one connecting a super powerful creative AI tool on the front end with a reliable print-on-demand service on the back end. Your job is to create amazing art and then market it like crazy to bridge that gap. And that brings us to the final, and maybe the most important question of all. The source material gives us a fantastic blueprint, right? The how-to is all there. But at the end of the day, success probably comes down to something you can't really put in a 4-step plan. How good is your art? How good are you at marketing? And can you find your audience? The plan is here, but the artistry, both in the creation and the selling, well, that part's up to you.